Hello chefs, this is Chef Arun from AICSMS College of Hotel Management, Pune, and welcome to the second part of the video on larder. In the first video, we have spoken about the larder department, its role or functions in the kitchen, the duties and responsibilities of the larder chef, and a few technical terms used in the department. The objective of this session is to understand the various tools and equipments used in the larder department. So let's get started. The first one in the list is the walk-in cooler and deep refrigerator. A walk-in cooler is used for storage of large quantities of food where cooler temperatures do not allow the food to spoil. Deep refrigerators also work as bulk storage areas, but here the temperature maintained is minus 18 degrees Celsius. It preserves but also takes care of the nutritional qualities. Next is the mincing machine. As the name suggests, it is an equipment used for mincing of meat, for sausages, hamburgers, meatloaves, mincing of fats prior to rendering so that the melting process is faster. Food processor, which makes a chef's job easier as it slices and dices uniformly. The processor is very useful in bulk production, and so is a mandolin slicer, which is more helpful in creative and decorative cuts. Next is a gravity slicer. It is used for cutting slices of raw and cooked meats such as ham or tongue or any other boneless joints of meat. It is also used for cutting bacon or gammon rashers. A calibrated scale which determines the thickness of the meat or steak is attached, similar to which you would find in a pasta machine or a dough sheeter. Bone saw, useful for cutting bigger joints of meat. The bone saws are designed with teeth that easily cut through meat and bone without getting clogged, that is, without getting stuck, or causing bone splinters, or without getting the bones into tinier pieces. Scales and weighing machines, useful for weighing purpose obviously, and are quite familiar. Boiling plate or gas rings. These are used to heat or cook as required, mainly used for rendering fats, making aspic jellies, sauces, pickles, and other larder preparations. Grill and salamander. These are used for grilling or toasting many foodstuffs, for making savories and canapes, and for grilling sausages, etc. Chopping boards with their colors. As per the latest FSSAI norms, color-coded chopping boards are suggested to avoid any cross-contamination. The first one on the list is red chopping board used for red meat, blue chopping board for fish, green chopping board for vegetables and fruits, yellow for raw poultry, white is suggested for bakery and dairy, brown for cooked meat, gray for pork, and for allergens, suggested color is purple. Saucepans, lids, serving spoons, and ladles. A basic but important part needed for cooking, available in stainless steel, aluminium, or anodized form. Tables or counters, an important equipment necessary for working, has to be kept clean as major cross-contamination can take place. Also, never use tables for chopping purpose. It can damage the table surface as well as spoil your knife. Knives, an integral part of chef and his kitchen. Various blade sizes and shapes are available for use. So is a peeler used to remove unwanted part of a fruit or vegetable, and a zester, specifically used for citrus fruits where the rind is used for its flavor. Molds in various forms to make pates, terrines, pies, and tarts. Most of us are very well aware of these molds. Colander or conical strainers, also known as chinois, are commonly used for straining of bland vegetables, soups, and purees. Sieves are generally used for sifting of dry ingredients. Another set of tools that one can have in the larder is an egg slicer, whisk, grater, and a scooper, usage of which is quite known. A brinometer, used to measure the salt concentration in a solution, used by food technologists and for storage and canning purposes. Meat press, using of hands has its own limitations. To avoid stickiness and have an uniform product, a meat press is quite useful. Larding needles, used to inject lard into lean meats to moisten and enhance their flavor. Hooks, generally used for hanging of meat and meat pieces. Thank you for patiently listening to the tools and equipments used in Larder. For any queries and doubts, mail on arunSherkr14@gmail.com. Please do attempt the quiz given in the description. Thank you again.